Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another set of predictions. Sam, it's going to be a weird, sort of abridged set of predictions this week because of the FA Cup. The games are kind of dotted across from this Wednesday through to next Wednesday. Only a few at the weekend, but we are going to keep up our end of the bargain and keep going. And I would love you to talk about a jolly good week for me last week.
Yeah, again, it seems a reoccurring theme here. You got two results on the nose,
Yes, I did.
which were the Bristol. So you played your 1-1, and you got maximum points from Bristol City's draw, and you also predicted Coventry to win by 2-1 at Sheffield Wednesday. So that with three correct results as well, you scored 9 points. I, on the other hand, only got 3 results correct, nothing on the nose. So 9-3, leaving the scores at 59 to you, 49 to me, 10 in it. It's like Newcastle when they were going for the title all those years ago.
I tell you what it is, Sam. It's the exact opposite of what you've predicted the final outcome of these predictions to be. You said you would eventually win by 10. So, you've got to come back from 10. And a difficult start this week, Sam, because we got this Leeds v Norwich game on Wednesday, which maybe a few weeks ago we think foregone conclusion, and a Leeds home win. But I don't know. Norwich back-to-back wins and Sargent sort of reintegrated and scoring row on form. Is it a bit tighter than perhaps it was? Leeds Norwich, Sam.
Yeah, I said at the weekend that I don't think he's been making excuses, David Wagner, but he's out of excuses now if there were to be any. I butchered that as well. But you know what I mean? All his players are back now. Of the team that we were really enjoying watching in the late summer, arguably the team of the first month of the season, all kind of back now. So this is now or never for them, I would suggest. Incredibly tough challenge. Oh, I don't know. I think this might be a draw. They got over the line against Preston. I'm really enjoying watching them play. I think this might be a draw, and I'll go for the 2-2.
I was kind of going to go a similar way. I do think Norwich are going to score. I think Sargent and Rowe and Sainz and Sarah and whoever. It's a Daniel Farker narrative as well. So if you've gone for the draw, I'll go for a narrow Leeds win. And I want a bonus point for this, Sam. Leeds 3, Norwich 2. Is that worth a bonus?
You can have that, mate. No problem.
That was the score last time they met as well at Carrow Road, wasn't it?
Was it? I thought they won Leeds.
Norwich 2, Leeds 3. Other way around. But yeah, Norwich were 2 up, weren't they? I am going to move us on to Millwall versus Preston, which I believe you're going to be working at, Sam. Millwall lost at QPR. Preston lost at Leeds. We're into the Saturday games now, by the way, so we don't have a great deal to go on. So beans you haven't played one yet, and beans there were 3 last week, I'm going to play the first 1-1 of the day. Millwall 1, Preston 1, right down the middle. Take a point, off home we go.
It's hard to see Millwall being as bad again. I'm not going to say it's luck that needs to turn for Preston, but I wouldn't be surprised if they went there and won. So maybe yours is the right shout. I'm going to go for Millwall to bounce back. I'm going to go for Millwall, maybe 2-0.
2-0 Millwall. And we're going to stay with you. And it is 2 relatively new managers. It's Mick Beale versus Stephen Schumacher. It's Sunderland versus Stoke.
Oh, this is a big game, isn't it? I think this was in the running for the mouth-watering matchup, wasn't it? Because it's almost must-win territory, is it not, for Mick Beale? I think it probably is.
Bless him, he's not popular, is he?
Or it's must not lose and must have a really good performance. Probably is the only way that's going to stave off a little bit of criticism. So I'm going to go for him not to get it. And I'm going to play my 1-1.
I'm going to go in with the chaos here. And as much as I don't like to see a home crowd turning on their manager and being an unhappy bunch, Stoke, as you mentioned in the Championship check-in show, Stoke made lots of chances losing to Birmingham last time out. So I am going to back them to go to Sunderland and win. Sunderland 0, Stoke 2. And if that happens, when that second Stoke goal goes in, the toxicity level is going through the roof. Sam, this one was a mouth-watering matchup. QPR versus Huddersfield. And if you predict the QPR win, they are out of the bottom 3.
Difficult again. I went for QPR, they lost. I went for QPR to lose and they won last 2 weeks. So therefore, it's a home win. Doesn't get any more logical than that. I could see them going 2-0 up, hanging on for dear life. 2-1 home win.
I think there's only one goal in this game, Sam. I think both sides are going to be so scared to lose this game. It's going to be low on quality for that reason. And someone is going to nick it 1-0. And I'll go for your boys then, Sam. Some kind of second half goal, get the job done. QPR 1, Huddersfield 0. And I will kick us off with inform Coventry versus Bristol City. Fair play to Bristol City. We bigged them up for beating West Ham. But I've done quite well back in Coventry recently, haven't I? So I'm going to do exactly the same again. Coventry 2, Bristol City 0.
And they play Forest, don't they? I think Bristol City in the next round of the Cup, I think.
Yeah, so we're into Tuesday, by the way, now, yeah.
So that'll be the following week, yeah?
Yeah,
Following
Tuesday, 30th, yeah.
No, I'm talking about the Cup game, but that shouldn't come into my thinking for this because this is the following weekend. I think, what am I talking about? Don't worry about me. I'm going to go for Bristol City to get a victory. There you go. Can I have a bonus point? 2-1.
Do I not need more goals for a bonus point there, Sam?
Nah, come on. Bristol City to win at 9 matches unbeaten. Coventry.
Okay, you've charmed me. I'll give it to you. Correct.
Correct scoreline. What did you go for there?
I went 2-0 Coventry.
All right.
And you're up. Leicester v Swansea. Are Swansea going to take the same approach against another Year 1 parachute team that they did against Southampton at the weekend? If they do, I sense a home winning coming here, Sam. Leicester Swansea.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, you know, talking before they play Ipswich tonight, but yeah, I wouldn't be bold.
And Leicester in the FA Cup will have played Birmingham on the Saturday as well.
Okay. Horrible games, those ones against Championship rivals in the FA Cup. The last thing you want to get drawn against. They'll be too strong for Swansea. I'll go kind of like regression to what we were seeing early part of the season, maybe. Late goal, Leicester 1, Swansea 0.
I was going to say something similar. So I'll go for the 1 goal winning margin and just bump it all up 1. So Leicester 2, Swansea 1. Swans to get on the score sheet. And that leaves us, last but not least, today, Sheffield Wednesday versus Watford. Only 7 games for us to do. And it's literally the last day of the month. So we have no idea what transfer deadline nonsense is going to have been happening by that point. Watford are kind of... Actually, both of these sides have stuttered a little bit. We were a bit more high on them in December than we are now. So maybe they cancel each other out. Sheffield Wednesday 2, Watford 2.
I think I'll go for a Wednesday victory here. They've just stalled, haven't they, to a degree. I'm going to go back-to-back 1-0s. Leicester to beat Swansea 1-0. Wednesday to beat Watford 1-0.
There you go. That is the latest load of predictions. In association with Match Bingo, we're filming early in the week. So if you do want to get involved, as I put that in front of my microphone, you can play Leeds Norwich on Wednesday night. Grab yourself a Match Bingo card for that one, £175 prize pot. Please play, easy for me to say, responsibly. Get involved in the comments with your own predictions here. And we will let you know how we got on next week. And if you haven't already, click above Sam's left eye and you can watch this week's episode of the Championship Check-In podcast.
It's not easy.
Tremendous.